Welcome everyone to day 2 of the Edmonton Open. Who's my co-caster today?
We got Porky's.
Yeah, he'll be casting for the first game. Then we got some. Can't remember his name right now. We have another guy jumping in.
Dr. Flambe. I don't know his first name, but we can call him that. So we got Crow 9 and who do we got?
Upset the balance.
Okay.
We've seen both of these teams. Can't remember who they were picking.
Well, they played yesterday, right?
Yeah, both these teams.
And Cry 9 lost to them, right?
No. These two didn't face off. No.
No, they didn't? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were on completely opposite ends of the bracket. Right out, we got Renekton, Warwick, Caston, Leona, Jarvan, and Annie bans. I'm not too sure why Annie's being banned by the purple team. I haven't seen I haven't seen blue team pick Annie at all. Same with, they actually did. No, they haven't played Leona or Warwick either. Actually, no.
Yeah, they played a lot of Warwick.
Yeah, they did play Warwick. Their jungler did and actually played that pretty well in the first round. The Renekton ban Cast and Jarvan just because they're really good right now. And first picks, I already know what they're going to be running. They're going Thresh.
You think they're going to run that? You think so?
Oh, yeah, they're running Thresh Blitz bottom, I think. I think that's what they were doing. We got Urban Spy playing Evelyn. He played that yesterday pretty well.
To be honest, I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's scary since this new patch.
Yeah. Oh, come on. I want to see some Heimerdinger. I like him from his changes, though.
Yeah, I actually started playing them the other day. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Having a release in, that'd be really strong for them. Same with Jinx. So, yeah, there will be, including this one, might be a total of 13 games as long as the best of threes all run out.
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully there's some 2-0s just for the sake of this not running until midnight.
Don't want to stay here all day.
No, I really don't. I got stuff to do. Oh, they're not going to do it. Now they're just going to go. I was going to play Vladimir mid. He did that yesterday. Worked out pretty well for them. He's a very safe pick.
Yeah.
It's really hard to kill him early game. Oh, I doubt they'll go LeBlanc, but yeah, I wouldn't see them going LeBlanc at all, but never know. Nundo is going to be hovering over his 3 mains there. TF, Swain.
I haven't actually seen him play TF in a long time.
He played it last tournament.
Really?
They went Shen, top, Nocturne, jungle, and TF. And then they kept trying to do stuff bottom lane with it, but it just never worked out for them. Ooh, so they're going to go Kale. Kale's a very strong.
Yeah, Nundo plays a lot of Kale too.
Yeah. And so they're going with that jungle Zyra again.
I actually bought him the skin.
Oh, they're going Thresh Blitz.
No way.
I want to see it. That'd be awesome, though.
So actually, they might go.
I don't know. I don't see Pantheon really going through for a jungler.
No, it's probably gonna go top lane and no loss.
Oh
the
yeah,
jungler.
Never mind.
And actually wouldn't be probably be a decent lane since I know what they've been doing. They've been basically doing the double Targon comp, basically top and bottom. So.
Yep. How was Olaf since his changes?
Oh, he's really a monster, basically.
Oh, really? Like he used to be?
Yeah, basically.
I seen him once yesterday, and it worked okay.
It's basically like him, Shyvana, and then basically stealth champions.
Ooh, actually going with Master E. I really like that. Oh, and the other team going Zac. Last tournament, the grand finals was pretty much who could get Zac and Zyra. Pretty much.
I think Zac's very weak this patch, though.
Yeah, he got nerfed pretty hard, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just like the overall engage for the team.
Yeah,
just
basically.
the huge initiator.
Or just basically early games, basically coming from race or whatever.
Yeah.
He's actually, I don't think he wouldn't be that bad, but Evelyn's gonna be jungling, so. I think they're just going for something that can actually sustain the 2v1 top instead of Evelyn actually going up there as well.
Okay, yeah. Zac is pretty good against that.
Yeah. Because definitely they can't go Renekton because Renekton's banned.
Yeah.
So that's basically the only option right now. So.
Yeah, I know Vankara does play a lot of Zac, or he has played a lot of Zac, so I'll be very familiar to him, and I don't expect him dying very much, especially from the lack of CC that they have of the possible 2v1 top lane with Master Yi and Elise, other than the one bind.
Yeah.
Or the cocoon, and that's it. That's all they have.
Yeah, that's not very scary at all, to be honest.
No. The only thing they have to worry about is like that kind of high damage from Master Yi early game.
Yeah.
But as soon as you survive like the first 6 minutes or 7 minutes, he doesn't become quite as dangerous. And especially with Zac's passive, they'll be fine. But if he does get caught out, what's her face? Elise does a lot of damage though.
Yeah.
Elise does a lot of early game damage, especially if she starts
snowballing.
Yeah.
And just gets that magic pen.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think? What do you think about these team comps here?
The team comps, I don't know. Blue team, they have a strong late game AD carry. They're only going to have two people that are really going to have enough health to survive anything. They'll be Merrick and Yov. And he won't get to that with Vladimir till very late game to get all the HP from his AP.
I think they're going to have a problem with these picks, though.
Yeah.
Because they're really only an engage is like a thresh hook, basically.
Yeah. And they
got just a Master Yi just going balls, but I don't know about that.
Or like a Lucky Cocoon, but they don't have any engage really that I like.
Like just looking at the purple team, I just see late game just being a mess for the blue team right now.
Yeah, especially Urbanized Spy with that Evelyn pick, she gets pretty darn good late game, especially because blue team has no hard CC for her.
No,
other than the cocoon and like a little bit of a pull, and that's a really big problem with champions like her.
Yeah, she's just gonna be running around the whole game.
Yeah,
and they can't do anything.
And purple team, they have good enough champions that are really good at defending turrets from the Zyra and the Caitlyn.
Yeah,
just keeping people locked down with all the turrets, not the turrets, the traps, and the threat of rooting people away. And they have this the automatic save from the Kayle, which will be really good for them. And Vankara, again, he's going Zac, and they actually have a front line with Zac, unless Elise goes pretty much the jungle tanky build. But I don't see him. I don't think Merrick's gonna really do that. He's probably gonna go a damage build.
Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be an intense game because basically purple team is just gonna be a mess late game.
Yep, I think blue team, their top lane, they're really gonna try to push for an early game kill.
Yeah,
but it's gonna give them a lot of problems with the Zac.
Yeah, like they're gonna have to do something really hardcore early game, but I think it's gonna be hard definitely with this patch because the towers and basically you just can't snowball very hard this patch.
Yeah. And now the junglers are with the extra camp. It's kind of better for them just to stay in their jungle. That I've heard. I haven't played too much.
Like just basically, if early game, if you the more you farm, and then if you get counter ganked, if you get a counter gank and you fall behind, you're gonna be behind.
Oh,
especially if the other jungler is just farming his jungle, and then if you're in the wrong spot at the wrong time, you're just gonna be behind.
So now the farming junglers are a bit stronger right now.
Yeah.
In today's meta. Yeah. I think it kind of hurts Elise a bit, or when she's jungling, because I play a lot of Elise jungle. She's my go-to, and she's really good at ganking early game.
Especially like mid lane or whatever.
Well, she can farm very, very quick as well. So
yeah, once she hits about 4, she can farm like forever. And her spider form just basically does everything. So
yeah. All right. I don't know. The Tristana will help them out late game, but I don't think it's going to be enough late game for them. Again, to Vladimir, but he needs like the 15-minute mark to really become a monster. As soon as he gets like 4 or 5 items.
Yeah, just basically once he gets that hex tech, and then just basically getting those health items. So he's not going to be doing much.
I think Elise, if they really want to stand a chance, Elise needs to go with a tanky build, and Thresh needs to build some early tankiness for the first couple team fights at least.
Yeah. looks like we're gonna get into this game here.
Yeah. Compared to last term, we haven't seen any Zyras. We've seen Delirium play it once, and other than that, no others.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen that much Zyras in ranked play either.
I don't know. She got nerfed very minor, didn't it?
I think something. I didn't actually read into it, but.
Okay. Yeah, I know she got hit a little bit, but I don't think it was that big of a deal.
Okay, so
I think they like nerfed the damage on her plants a little bit, but
yeah, that's probably what it was. So.
Yeah, that really made her really strong early game until the mid where it kind of fell off. But it's really mostly used for the binds anyways, and get the melee ones on for the extra slow after, unless you really want the ranged. It depends which one you want to max and who you're laning against, obviously. But
okay, so let's talk about some items here. We're seeing double relic with the bot lane on the blue team here,
and purple, or sorry, red. As well.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing. And then we're actually not seeing. I'm actually surprised that the top lanes and the jungler's not getting it as well. But I guess.
Oh, Van Kara getting caught out here. He's
he's
dead.
By Trist. But he flashes away,
and he's gonna get out. Good flash by him. No one else wanted to burn their flashes to try to catch him. Especially with that passive, they don't want to risk it.
Yeah, especially because the whole team was right there. So
yeah, they're probably gonna stick in here and try to steal something. But Urbanized Spy is probably gonna they should realize this at this point and just try to go for the enemy. But blue team does have their own warded. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're gonna do. Go to the enemy red. And the nice thing about Evelyn is that you can't see her until she's already on the buff.
Yeah, especially with this patch. That's like I said, like since the.
Oh, that ward just gave it away a bit.
Yeah,
that was kind of silly. No, it wasn't silly. They didn't know that ward was there, or else that wouldn't have happened. But
so here actually comes the bot lane here. They actually might stop them on this red.
They're going to try to show themselves and maybe grab a hook and run away. But he did get the red buff, and
so Thresh is just going to clear this up here.
Yep, Master Yi actually making a good decision that I really like is stealing a Wraith camp and then going to his own, because like you were saying, junglers really need all their CS.
Yeah.
In the jungle, and Urbanized Spy just went straight back to his own blue, and that's really going to hurt him, especially because one Wraith was left for Evelyn to clean up.
Yeah.
All right, for the mid lane, I don't see too much killing potential either way. Vladimir really doesn't get strong, or even his survivability doesn't get really good until level 9 when you get the rank 4 on his Q, or rank 5.
Well, I think he's going to have a lot of trouble, though, against this Kale, because Kale's just going to push into him, and then he's just not the last hit on tower. But
yeah, that will be his problem, but again, with the pool, as soon as he gets level 3 or level... No, he already picked it up. There'll be no killing potential until a gank comes in, really. Top lane, Elise is starting to take a little bit of early game damage. Not too much is really going to happen there, I don't think either. If there's going to be any killing, it's going to be from Elise, from the amount of early game damage she can do. And
actually,
here comes Master Yi.
Yeah.
They're going to probably pop the passive, but with that leap away, he's with no hard CC again. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And Elise she did take Cocoon, but I think she used it earlier in the fight.
So and actually, Master Yi went back here. Evelyn's sitting top.
He's probably going to try to get back and just go straight to his farm right away and try to get ahead. Hopefully, Evelyn won't. Well, if Evelyn picks up this kill, that'll be really bad for the blue team. Actually, Van Kara is dropping pretty low. Merrick really needs to try to all-in him right here, knowing that Urbanized Spy is here. Actually, nice leap over and pops the passive, but he's dead, and that'll be first blood to Evelyn. It's not very good to get that on Evelyn.
No. Like especially like I said, like stealth champions in this patch are just it's really hard to play against.
I hate stealth champions, so annoying.
Like her and Rengar right now is just not even fun.
Yeah. Nice ward over from Nundo being able to spot where the jungler is, being able to ping him out, and they can kind of predict where he's going to be going from there.
So basically, Zach's going back here. Buys mantle here.
No, it's a Negatron cloak.
It's basically the same thing. Just gives an extra match resist. It's basically the same thing.
40.
Does the same thing.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if that's really going to help too much with Evelyn, because she does a lot of percentage.
Yeah.
I guess it's still going to cut down over damage a little bit, but I don't see it really doing that big of a damage reduction. We'll see. Actually, Master Yi's going to be coming into a gank on Kale. Kale's pretty overextended at this point. She's out of mana. She might have to pop Flash, but no. With no CC from Master Yi, the ganks are not going to be able to do too much in the early game until Master Yi hits 6 and you can really catch up to people.
Yeah, and her speed buff or whatever, attack speed buff, it doesn't really cost that mana. I'm pretty sure she casted it off. I didn't really watch, but pretty sure it only costs like 50 mana. So
yeah. So far on the bottom lane, the CS is pretty much dead even. Caitlyn only up by 7. The junglers... Actually, Evelyn's only 2 behind Master Yi, which is pretty good for... I guess it's pretty good for Zach, because Zach was... I'm sorry, it's not Zach. Evelyn. Oh, my goodness.
It's confusing. It's confusing.
Oh, I know why.
Yeah, I know why.
I forgot to change everyone's nameplates around. Right, there we go. That team. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, just a 1K early game advantage for the purple team right now. Nothing really too major, obviously, but it can start to pull ahead if Evelyn gets a couple more ganks, and she did get that kill, so it will boost her a lot in the early game. To give her a bit more damage, and we see, she already has a Spirit Stone, Amplifying Tome, and Boots of Speed.
Yeah.
Compared to Master Yi's Major Ed's Razor.
I really don't think Wriggle's Lantern is good. I know
they just changed it.
Some people think it's good, but I don't think it's good.
From the changes?
Actually, Lantern comes in from Thresh here, and Mastery comes in, and actually, Caitlyn actually blows Barrier and Flash.
And Los Maderos is going to go down.
Yeah, I don't know why she blew both. Like, maybe she could have got over the wall, but Trist was actually on the other side, so.
Oh, wow. Thank you for catching that, by the way.
Yeah, no problem.
Nundo actually diving onto Yav. It's pretty silly at his point.
Yeah, Mastery's actually there, too, and he's actually...
And there's the ult coming from Nundo. Nundo having to burn Flash as well, and Savarek is still on the chase. He might be able to pick up the kill, but he's going to sacrifice one to Kale. But if he... Yeah, he's going to sacrifice one to Kale, which wasn't the best idea. He doesn't want to be giving other, especially the mid laner, kills.
Yeah.
Nundo will be able to use that to full advantage.
Actually, Master Yi's Q just came back up. He could have queued the wave, but Evelyn was there probably to take the kill anyways, so.
And Evelyn now hitting level 6, getting her ultimate. Actually, she's almost level 7. Top lane, a little bit of a brawl going back and forth. Nothing's really going to happen here. Elise is taking a bit of an early game, or the damage advantage, but I don't see
so basically Sun CS, junglers ahead on purple team, but Mastery's got a kill. Actually, Vankera jumping on
Merrick's dropping very low, having to pop up and probably gonna just out of range of that and able to get out of there. I was watching some of Elise's play, and she's deciding to use like her Q and spider form onto minions instead of Vankera. It might be a little bit more useful.
She's going on Vankera here.
Oh, I should have kept on that probably, because he was forced to run away. Because his passive's down, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I really feel she should have kept on that. Might have been able to kill him there under turret. He wouldn't have been able to turn around as easily. So he wouldn't have wanted to give up a kill for free. Nundo's farm 62 to Vladimir's 41. A nice little chunk of change extra for Nundo.
Yeah. He basically has like an extra 1,000 gold.
Yeah. Actually, Yelv running right into Delirium gets that bind, but that still goes off. No trap follow-up from Los Panderos. I'm surprised he didn't try to put a trap ahead of him for him to walk into it, for him having to waste a couple more seconds for Nundo to get there.
Yeah.
I think it was a little bit of a misplay, but... And now it looks like they're going to be grouping for the Dragon. There is 4 of them here. And right now I feel like the blue team's... Actually, no, they're not in a good position. Actually, they're all coming in onto Mastery, almost killing him, almost getting the double buff for Los Manderos. And their red team is going to be able to pick up this Dragon, no problem.
It's actually at least going on to Zach here. They're just taking skirmish here.
Yeah. Surprised Elise isn't dominating this as much as I thought she was going to be able to. But again, with that, or now with the Spectral's Cowl, there's going to be a big reduction on the damage.
Yeah. Actually, Thresh getting a pull on Elise here.
Oh, Elise all flashing away and alting and getting out there right in the nick of time. At top lane, Merrick and Vankera going at it. Merrick's going into the minions and taking quite a bit of damage. Vankera is starting to follow it up now. But he's going to go in here, pop up in the air, and go on the other side of the wall. But should have waited for, the flash over from Vankera on the ultimate.
Yeah, he should have definitely waited till Vankera either used his E.
He was waiting for that.
Yeah.
He's waiting for her to leap back on those minions because he was right there. He really should have waited and baited him out, or just ran through the jungle, try to get away.
Or just ran up the top lane, basically, because the minions would have went back to lane. So actually, Yev popping the ult on Kale here. She actually pops her ult here. I don't know why she did that, but
probably thinking of diving, then backed out last second, I guess. But Master Yi is pretty much dead even in CS. Actually, a bit of just a 6 CS advantage. With that new Wriggles line, I'm really see how that's going to come into play and see how much better. Actually, it looks like a double gank is going to be coming in here. Yev and Nundo starting to brawl a little bit, and here comes both the junglers. Urbanized Spy is going to just close on the Master. He's going to be able to kill Nundo, and maybe Yev will be able to save him. No, he doesn't want to be, and he will, and both of them will get away for free. That's pretty good on their part. Yeah,
basically Kale misplayed with that ult.
Yeah, if she would have had that ult, there would have been a dead Master Yi. But knowing that it was burned, that it was all in time on him. And Prox and Derps just trying to, while the waves push, a good job on their part just by clearing out that golem camp, getting Tristan a bit more gold. That actually, with the addition of the new jungles, the jungle creeps, opens up both lanes from each side to be able to get an extra camp.
Yeah,
which is nice. So it's not like only blue team for the AD carry can get one, and red team wouldn't be able to. While it's the opposite for top lane.
But sometimes I've seen like the new jungle item, the ancient golem, because it gives you stacks, and every time you get a stack, you get bonus gold. It just every time you're like a lane takes a camp now, it kind of puts, if your jungler has that item, it puts your jungler behind.
Actually, Nuno going to catch him here. Not able to pick up that minion kill, but Xavier's running. Not Xavier.
Xavier.
Master Yi. That name's, I don't feel like taking the time to read that. It's definitely not Xavier. Oops. You got caught.
Anyways, the bot lane came up to kill Xavier.
Are we just going to call him Xavier now?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Oh, my goodness. Surprised that Thresh isn't trying to throw a hook out. They're probably waiting for the right one, and he just misses low smite arrows. That would have been one dead AD carry, most likely. And Vankera going back, warding the enemy's blue buff, and just going to head over mid and try to push down this mid lane turret while Elise is still top and really needs to get bottom.
Actually, Zach's jumping in here. And actually uses his ult on all three here.
And he gets everyone with the knockup, but not too much follow-up there. Actually, a lot of damage coming in right now as all the abilities are being burnt now. Urbanized Spy trying to dive in, but enough pushbacks the pushback from...
At least actually coming in from behind here. Gets Ignite on Kale, but she's probably not going to drop unless she gets another Q, but she actually flashes.
She flashes and tries to go on Vankera, but Vankera shown in the past that it's too much for Merrick to take down.
And Elise actually missed her Q on a minion. She
really?
Killed Kale.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
So all right. So what's the gold lead now? It's about 5K gold lead? Less than that?
4. About a 4K gold lead, and the purple team are really able to use that advantage, or really able to use that to their advantage, and as it's showing, able to take a couple health off the turret, actually almost taking that down, and be able to push out all the lanes. Zach's going to go back top lane, and he'll be able to get through Elise. Elise isn't going to be able to do too much to him at this point. She now has the Haunting Guise. I feel like that should have been... I don't know why she went Doran's Ring on Elise, going top lane. Did she start off with that? I didn't see.
No, she started Flask.
I don't know why you'd build that if you're not going to start it. I think it's kind of silly on her part to go that. It would have been better because he seen the quick Negatron cloak from the Zach. It should have been rushed straight to Haunting Guys and back and get that as soon as possible to be able to get through that early game MR that Zach was building.
Yeah, the only way I could see is maybe her wanting mana regen, but she's not that bad.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's what the flask is for.
Yeah, basically.
And just buy like a couple pots or something, be able to not even have to worry about that. Merrick not even trying for the bind. No idea why.
So actually, Triss getting caught out here by Zyra. All three of them get ulted.
Tristana barely gets away but the safety from Microderps' ulta able to keep them alive. Nuda actually dropping very low. Yelv throwing Ignite on him, but he's able to get out of there, no problem. Merrick and Van Kara starting to do a little bit of a brawl up top lane. Yelv actually almost died himself, and Urbanized Spy is trying to... he flashes over, and he will be able to pick up the kill, and Master G will be able to pick up the double buff from Evelyn. And he's going to try to taste down Delirium, or the last remaining 3, but that's really silly, like you're seeing right now, unless Medeiros, now he has the double buff.
that Xavier.
Yeah, by Xavier. Tristan's just going to go on bot and trying to catch up a bit to Caitlyn and CS right now. She's only 14 behind, but you still don't want to be behind at all. Actually, pretty low CS counts for 16 minutes in the game. You usually want to be sitting around, at this point, like 140 or 120. Yeah. You definitely want to be over the 100 mark at this point in any lane, especially the mid lane should be about 140, 150 right now. So if you're doing it like perfectly, but obviously these guys aren't that tier yet.
That tier. They're not that good.
They're on the pro tier. That's what practice is for in these tournaments.
Yeah. So anyways, purple team actually picks up Dragon again.
Yeah.
And actually gets another probably like 1k gold lead. So
yeah, they got about 4 right now, sitting about 4.2. Yeah, I'd like to see them push their advantage even more. It's been working out very well for them right now.
So actually, Pink's going down on that top ward there for that vision.
And I'm surprised only one sweeper's being taken by the support. Usually junglers, I like to see that on junglers. Merrick going the wrong way, not able to catch up Urbanized Spy out. The bind coming on to Van Care, but Yav is there as well. And not too much follows me on both wards being dropped right there from 2 of them. And Yav's going to just go and head back mid or go into the jungle, throw down the ward, and spot Nundo and tail it out of there. I don't know. I don't think Woda is that great of an item anymore. Like, it gives spell vamp, but I see most Vladimirs taking the... Well, they go top lane, but...
Yeah, the Spectral Wraith?
Yeah, they take that one. And I just feel it's a bit better than going straight after the Will the Agents. It only gives 50 AP now instead of 80.
I don't really know what the stats are, basically, on that new passive.
Evelyn's got it.
Yeah, it's 8%, but it gives mana and health. So
it would really increase his healing as well.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the same AP, same cooldown reduction.
It's just with the spell vamp, you're just basically getting healed all the time now. Instead of the actual, you have to kill a minion to get that to get the 8%.
Yeah.
So it's still good.
And doesn't it cost a lot more now too? Merrick actually dying, dropping very low to Van Kara.
Actually, the Ignite was on him, so while he was in the air, he died.
Yeah. I was still waiting for him to come down. Nuno and Yav doing a little over brawl. A nice hook from... What's his face?
From Thresh.
Thresh. There we go.
I was waiting for it.
Sometimes these names just like...
Xavier
I lose them.
Xavier number 2.
Second Xavier.
Actually, and Xavier goes on Caitlyn here.
Darius is going to die to that Xavier. And with that ult, it makes him so fast. And Van Kara's... with this mini wave, he's probably going to finally be able to take down that top turret, which 19 minutes in.
So actually, Evelyn knowing, just scouting right now for those pink wards.
Yeah, I like to see some wards who are trying to do some counter warding in their jungle. The bottom lane for the red team is pretty good for that. They have 3 wards in their jungle, and that's going to give them a nice vision. Going to be able to make them roam in that area a lot better. And at this point, red team is just increasing their lead more and more.
Yeah.
Blue team actually did just pick up that bottom turn. That's going to help them catch up a little bit, but they're still behind by 5k now, and it's slowly increasing.
Yeah, actually, Trish just Did she actually just pick up that yeah, she actually just picked up that Infinity Edge on the last back there, so she's pretty behind.
Yeah.
So actually, they're actually catching up with
Vankera missing the leap over, activating a little soon, and he's going to go down. Is that a flash from? Yeah, it was a flash, and they'll be able to pick up this kill. I wonder who they're going to give it to. I think at this point they should be giving it to Yav. No, Xavier's just going to take it. He's already at 7 kills. He's got every kill for his team. He really needs to be getting that to other people.
Yeah.
Like he's a squishy enough champion that if purple team, a red team just closes on him instantly, he's just going to die.
Yeah, basically. It's like we talked about earlier, like what is he gonna do in team fights?
Yeah, and there is a hard CC that's gonna keep him in place from the roots from Zyra. Other than that, as long as he can dodge that, there isn't any left to really hold him down. It's just a little couple slows and a turret if he really
actually
nice
Nundo
hook
here.
onto Nundo, but not any follow ups gonna be able to get from that. He is able to speed himself up and gather pretty fast. And Dragon will be up in 1 minute and 10 seconds, so that'll probably be the next big fight. Because blue team really can't be giving up any more that they have already. They're giving up 2.
Yeah, it's been about 2 dragons now.
Yeah. With the top lane pushing for... Actually, it's going to be pushing against the red team. Fortunately, Elise isn't able to go up there and pick up some more CS. She's actually pretty far behind under Zach, about 40 difference.
So looks like everybody's grouping bottom here.
I'd rather see them be pushing mid at this point, trying to get that base turret down rather than the outer. I think it might be a bit of a better play on their part, but
well, purple team is really basically going to be diving them.
Yeah,
so basically, they don't want to dive 2 towers instead of 1. I mean.
Well, if they dive,
I guess so. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Actually, it makes more sense.
Nundo's actually taking quite a bit of damage from Yav, but with the turnaround Nundo's turnaround onto Yav, that able to bring that chunk of damage right back to him. And at this point, it looks like they're going to start to back off and just push the other lanes, while Nundo is going to go mid and just clear that very quickly. Stream went down. People tricking me.
Yeah. So actually, purple team actually picks up Dragon here. Vankire actually ults in here.
And he's dropping very low. Yell's very low himself. As soon as he gets up, he's going to die. Microdrips falls down. And Vladimir does go down now. The rest of blue team just dies except for Tristana, but that'll be a dead Tristana right there. Yeah, like, they have no tanky people. They're all so squishy they just died.
Yeah, basically.
Like we were predicting.
Zach just jumped in there and just got KO ulted, and then basically he could just tank everything.
Yeah.
And then there's just Evelyn with a 5-man ult, so it's basically bad time for them.
Oh yeah. And they're able to pick up that turret now. They're probably going to go back, either go Dragon or go for the mid lane turret. At this point, there's not too much of a point to really go for for Baron until they get an inhibitor down. They already have a good enough a lead that they don't need it to be able to push any towers. But they might just go for it anyways. But I'm not too sure that they will.
Yeah, I really don't know what blue team's gonna be doing here.
Yeah, at this point with all the kills on, the 8th one is on Xavier as well.
Yeah.
And that's not helping his team out at all, unfortunately. You really need, especially if Yav would have gotten like 2 kills, that really would have helped him out.
Yeah.
Now he is going to be going Hourglass, which with the AD that red team has, they only have 1 AD, and that's just the AD carry. The rest of it's AP damage. But Hourglass is still very useful.
Yeah.
It gives him 2 really good survivabilities instead of just 1 from his pool.
I think he should have just went more health.
Yeah.
And then maybe got a GA later.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That'd be a bit better in this situation.
Maybe you should have got a Rylai's here.
Yeah, Rylai's is a very good ability on Yav. Not on Yav, on Vladimir. But I haven't seen too many Vladimirs really be building that. A lot of AP champions are kind of skipping those Season 2 items, going straight for like Hourglass. And Vankera actually jumping on Master Yi. Master Yi just barely gets away. That's slow not being able to go on from his ultimate. And he's going to try to try to follow into this, but there's Evelyn. Or no, sorry, Elise trying to keep him away. Here comes Nundo pushing Evelyn, or Elise back. It's Elise, not Evelyn. It's the first game of the day. I have an excuse.
No, just basically like I was saying with the Rileys here.
Yeah.
It's just basically their team comp right now. It just basically needs tankiness, or they're not gonna survive anything.
Look at the items from Urbanize now. Got that Spectral Wraith. He's got Leandrians, and he's building most likely a Death Cap. Oh no, he's going to be going for an Hourglass. Like
either an Hourglass or Deathfire.
Oh yeah, Deathfire as well. Yeah, most likely be Deathfire. I totally forget about that item. Only like Ari's build it, and you don't see Ari anymore. Haven't the nerfs for her not even gone through yet? Or did they hit?
I think they hit
this
patch.
I'm surprised there's like... I still find her really good. She has really good maneuverability in team fights, and just if she can land a charm, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
If you can land the charm, then ganks will be really good for you early game, and if that happens, if you get a good charm late game, someone's just dead. Actually, a bit of engage coming in. Microderps actually not getting hit, and is able to get procs out of there as well, and they're going to be able to fall back to their Nexus turret. Microderp's taking a little bit of damage, but that's nothing too major on him. At least, again, it was top lane, so they were trying to push something. But now they're going back. Actually, you have having to force the pool out of there. Going to stick around. And a couple useless lanyards are going back. Actually, Los Mero's dropping very low. Not enough follow-up build to get him. Nuno's actually falling really low. Matt Van Gera's going to counter-engage. And there, Elise dies in a matter of seconds. And so does the Tristana, getting caught out in the front. And everyone's just too squishy on their team. They just die way too quick. They can't survive at all through any damage. And Mastery was top lane. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, he almost got an inhib there.
But he's not going to get the inhib, but purple team is going to get it. I feel they're low enough that if he was in that fight, they could have maybe done something. But again, they could have just like turned on him and blew him up. There's no front line for blue team. Elise isn't going it, so she's going all damage, and even the Rileys, it's not going to help her. I really like tank builds on Elise. You don't need damage items on her for her to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, you just need Magic Pen. That's basically all you
just need. Actually, I like the cooldown boots on her better.
Really?
Because she has fairly low cooldown, just makes him even faster, and she really relies on her abilities to be able to do anything.
You just get double. You just Magic Pen boots and haunting guys, and basically that's your build.
Yeah, that's true.
And you just build tanks. And I just noticed none of blue team. Or actually, Thresh got it. I'm blind. He got the greater lens. I just haven't really been seeing him use it in team fights for Evelyn.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's basically what's.
Yeah, there's the DFG. Sorry.
Yeah, there it is.
Interrupt you. And nice ward clearing coming in from the red team. Actually, really taking the map presence. Only 2 more wards out for blue team right now, and Microderps is going to throw one out right now. I would have. They just saw that it was a pink. He probably should have tried to counter pink it, but again, it could get countered. countered by Zyra. Trying to throw in some new things in here by butchering people's names and calling them Xavier. But it's all about the fun.
So Elise actually getting top tower here.
Well, this is should be the cue to engage for their team, but Van Gera actually not being too bright right now. Actually, that ult will maybe proc his passive, but if the magic resist, it's not. It's not going to do much. Actually, the ult coming in, taking procs and Yuff. Oh, there's a flash over from Nuno, just chunking the rest of them, but Nuno dies also himself. I don't know if that was the greatest decision, but the last bit of the battle going on here, Microderps is going to fall. That ult was way too late for anything. Actually, Merrick able to pick up the kill onto the support, but at this point, they're just trying to do whatever they can. The advantage is taken by 10, and this is going to be the end of the game if they decide to just go for the base turrets with all these supers here.
Yeah, they got about. I know Mastery's up right now.
It's done. There's nothing he can do. This game's over. Unless they back out. Never mind. It's not over. Actually, that top baser actually almost dying. Only sitting at 300 HP. It's going to slowly regen, but red team at this point, they're just going to grab Dragon back, then go to Baron, and there's nothing blue will be able to do for it. Then it'll be the end.
Yeah, probably most likely.
I like to show some hope for the blue team, but they're just, I don't know. Everyone dies in a second. There's
they just basically won. They just lost from picks.
Yeah,
basically.
And some builds as well. I like to say, but I don't know.
Of course.
I still would much rather prefer a tanky Elise build.
Yeah.
But everyone builds differently, and it depends on her being top lane. I never play her top, so I guess I can't really make too much about that. Delirium clearing out those wards again, and they're already grouping for Baron. The super minions, actually Master Yi doing a good job on pushing that out, and
So actually Triska actually getting caught out here, but she gets jumps away. And actually just purple team just picking up their blue buff.
Yeah. Elise is actually going to have to be careful. Actually going to have to back from here. Really doesn't want to get caught by Nundo. Nundo will take her down very quickly with his haunting guys now, and Lichbane and Nashor's Tooth. A lot of damage going to be coming out from him. Sitting at 268 AP.
He's actually at their inhibitor tower here. He's actually going to get nuked
and Urban Spies has such a huge item advantage that right now that not too much he could have done.
And purple team's actually going for Baron without Evelyn here.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to do it. The damage from Los Maderos and Nundo really showing that they're doing all the work. Well, not all the work. They're doing work.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna back and buy and gear up for their final push. While blue team is gonna try to scatter, try to get something, try and do something to be able to win them the game. But at this point, I don't think there's too much they can do.
Definitely. They have that bottom bottom inhibitor down. So
blue team is just going to push mid while that inhibitor is going to be pushing, and it's going to be pushing right away. So they should be pushing their right mid lane. As soon as one person goes down, they can just force the team fight or just straight up 5v5, and they'll win pretty much easy and be able to win the game from here.
So Kaylin just going top to push out that lane here. Just get these lanes pushed.
Yeah, and Elise is trying to back right now to be able to help defend her team now. She's just going to walk back, and she does spot Urbanized Spy, and going to actually flashing for that as well as the team fight's already started. Yav is going to die right away as soon as that Hourglass finishes. Trying to pick off Delirium, but that's not going to happen at all. Elise able to pick up that kill. Actually dies to the Evelyn. Evelyn, again, with her early kills and early farm, really able to make her do so much.
Actually jumping in here on Trist.
That wasn't.
And Trist actually jumps in on Delirium.
Knows it's over, but gets nuked. Can't even kill the supports.
They have too much gold this season.
Yeah, good game from both teams. The next round will be starting soon. We're gonna jump over to the winners, I think. No, I think we're just gonna finish the best of 3 of the losers bracket right now.
Yeah.
Then we'll just do the rest from the winners. So stay tuned, guys, and thanks for watching.